Hey everyone, so this is my review of the pilot episode of New Amsterdam, and essentially what this show is about is that this new doctor, Dr. Goodwin, comes into New Amsterdam Hospital and sort of shakes things up with his new sort of style of how he wants to do things. And he does this all while dealing with his own personal medical issues. And this first episode was really interesting, but it definitely was just sort of getting into the motions of stuff and sort of introducing characters and stuff like that. So there wasn't a whole lot that happened in this episode, but it was interesting in its own right to sort of meet all the characters. Where Dr. Goodwin, who is the main person, so you're following throughout his first day at work, was great with him, how charismatic he was and stuff like that. I really did enjoy sort of seeing how he interacted with each of the different people, and that he sort of had a positive twist to everything, which wasn't like annoying in any way. Like, I feel like it, for most people it would be. It was really entertaining to see how he had this sort of high nature to everything, is the best word I could think of right now. Where he went and did like his own personal motive on every situation that he came into. And I really kind of like that. Then everything around Dr. Form and Gemma was interesting, with Gemma being this girl who's been in and out of foster homes and has been abused most of her life and stuff, and then Dr. Form being the sort of head of the psychology department. I really did enjoy their whole interaction and stuff like that, and Dr. Form trying to think of what would be the best sort of situation for Gemma, and giving her the option that that situation could be for the next like 2 or 3 years of her life she just lives at the hospital, because of the fact that so far very few of the foster homes that she's encountered have been good for her. Then the whole patient with Dr. Kapoor was interesting. With, you first see this lady very briefly at the start of the episode with this patient being presumed dead essentially on site, and them sort of just bring her in, but then one of the other doctors notices that, hey, no, she's still breathing. So then they resuscitate her and stuff like that, and discover all this different stuff about a bunch of misdiagnoses that this lady has had, and all the sort of pain and suffering that she's gone through because of that. And just everything around Dr. Kapoor's interactions with this lady's husband and stuff like that was interesting, and it just was really, really interesting to see how that whole situation turned out, and how some of the other patients in the hospital ended up being there to help her out, so then she could go back and live like the last sort of days of her life back in her own home country with her family and stuff like that. I really did enjoy how all that turned out. Everything with the one patient who possibly had Ebola was interesting, with how this kid came to be in the country and stuff like that. And how everyone dealt with it, and how eventually they sort of came to the realization of what was actually going on. Just overall, like I said, this was a very good sort of first episode to introduce how the show will be run and who all the characters are and stuff like that. And I'm really hoping that in the next episodes to come it will focus more on the stories around the patients and stuff like that, as well as the lives of the doctors. And just overall, this was a really, really good episode, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So yeah, that was my review of the pilot episode of New Amsterdam. So